Whoa. Fans are not happy with Meri Brown, and they want her to know. That's all I can say about that. That's the only thing I could gather from this, okay? Fans are getting so sick and tired of Meri Brown and her attitude. Fans are slamming Meri Brown. I mean, look, I'm here every day giving my commentary, my thoughts and opinions, my reaction on the show Sister Wives and the cast members, and one of them happens to be Meri. We've talked a lot about Meri, to say the least, over here, okay? I've noticed a lot of things with her and how she speaks to people and even how she speaks about herself. It's interesting that I'm seeing other fans and viewers noticing the same thing as well. So I want to get into it, and I want to know what you're thinking about Meri. If you think she has the same attitude as we're thinking over here, myself, and all these people we're about to discuss right now, okay? A fan took to Reddit. Meri is annoying in her latest videos. She isn't going to talk about Cody. Well, not sure why she thinks we're all here. She's acting like she's better than the other exes, but she's not. She is the most pathetic. Her holier-than-thou attitude is very off-putting. In the comment section, other fans wrote, "She's still covering for Cody, and I don't know why. That tells me she shouldn't be running an organization called Worthy Up. She still doesn't understand what it is like to have self-worth. Lord, can I spit it out? I think I just need more coffee. That's all it is. Good morning. I've always agreed with your statement. I get that it's hard to heal, but if you can't swim, it's best not to pretend like you're a good swimmer. And on top of it all, charge money to give swimming lessons." Whoop, got a little analogy there. She wants to keep things held back. So do they all. Problem is that they had a show that was supposed to reveal the truth of polygamy to the public. I guess just not the bad parts. Why do they even bother with a show? Oh, cha-ching, and ego attention, that's why. Meri is definitely an example of pick me, and I'm not like the other girls. I don't care how many times she posts that picture of her and Jen wearing the never gonna ditch the bitch shirts. She would ditch any and everyone in a second if Cody agreed to spend an hour or a month with her. Now, I also want to point out and acknowledge, because I can't just ignore the fact, Meri keeps talking about, well, Christine needs to move on. I'm not going to be petty. I'm not going to hate on him. Yet, you chose to do your little salty birches, and you do the same thing Janelle does. You take what he says, or, the digs, and you profit off of them. So you're doing one thing and saying another. Your actions are showing you're worried. Clearly, because, you made a whole line. You made a whole podcast. You made a whole brand on it. Hashtag worthy up. Completely true. If Cody called, she would move in an instant. Always teases tea, but never pours. She has said she is writing a book. When? Christine's is about to come out. There is maybe one season left of the show. Cash in now. She has made tons of money on her MLM, but that is because of the show. Most people are watching her lives to get some gossip, but she gets mad if they ask her sister wives questions. Cody was awful to her, so why the blind loyalty? Not sure I would pay to get this life advice from her. She stayed in a dysfunctional relationship for years. We have no idea what's in Christine's book. I would bet money it has some regular casserole recipes and how her love with David is the most special in the whole world. Well, I don't think it's just going to have that. I absolutely believe Christine's going to spill some tea, and my book is on pre-order, by the way. And I am going to read it to all of you, members only, and on Patreon. So go ahead and get ready. That's coming in September. Interesting take. I found Meri annoying in all 19 seasons. Meri never matures or grows as a person in any form. I can't imagine where she would be without Jen gentle parenting her through life. I don't dislike Meri, but I certainly don't like her. She's there, simping forever for Cody. I am entertained by her brushing, I think they meant brushing off Robin's extravagant gift for her moving party. Cody was flirting with Meri, and Meri was loving it. Robin showed up, and everything turned ashen gray. Robin turns beauty into dust in her presence. I feel a lot of compassion for Meri. With that said, there's a reason that none of the other brown adults want anything to do with her now, and a lot of the kids too. I'm sick of Meri's pity party. She could have changed her life years ago instead of panting like a dog in heat because she thinks maybe Cody would come back. Can you say doormat? To some extent, I'm a doormat in my life, but the difference is I don't do paid coaching on a TLC show to pretend differently. You can tell what kind of person you are by your relationship with your adult children. There are 18 kids in that family, and she has a relationship with who? That says everything you need to know about Meri. Yep, meanwhile, Christine and Janelle are adored by all the kids, including Meri's child, Leon. Because at that point, she didn't know half the stuff Cody had said about her, which likely was on purpose. She's also a toxic pick-me that's aging out of acceptability of her behavior and has nothing to fall back on. Janelle and Christine didn't always get along, but they figured their shit out. Meri is allergic to accountability and either becomes aggressive or cries to get her way out, but she can't do it anymore. She claims that she didn't know what Cody thought about her, even after seasons of his hatred confessions. She had her last-ditch effort moment, and she admitted that she saw Cody say bad things about her, but she was waiting for him to say it to her face. If I saw anyone close to me on national TV talking bad about me, I am not waiting for an in-person version. That's a good point. She isn't going to talk about Cody, but we know she disses Cody to her friends, and we absolutely know she's dissing him to quote-unquote Sam. I really hope Meri can find her authentic self one day. I think the cult still pulls her strings, and she's not even aware. This is more excuses for Meri, in my opinion. Poor Meri. Such a long history of looking down on Janelle and Christine, resenting their children. It's a choice to never bond with them and to choose Robin instead. I've never liked Meri, as she is a very unlikable character. She has such a strong, abrasive personality, she's hard to like. I still do feel bad for her, though. Maybe because she did grow up in the cult and she was brainwashed. Not an excuse, though. She's been insufferable and unlikable from day one. My issue with Meri is I'm not a fan of MLMs or LLR products. I think LuLaRoe. I think Meri, Janelle, and Christine all have the same sort of problem. If they continue to talk about Cody, then they're living in the past, or in Meri's case, still yearning for Cody. If they refuse to talk about Cody, they are trying to focus on new topics, and the audience may not care about their new lives. I think either way, it's a risk. They will lose the audience's interest, but I think I'd rather them try, and then it doesn't work out, than continue on the same Sister Wives treadmill. Isn't that a sign that all things Sister Wives is spent? What annoys me is not knowing what it is. Is Salty Birches a podcast? I have only seen like a minute-long video that don't account to much. Like, not even that she's not spilling tea. No, I mean, I don't get the concept. And I don't know. Maybe they were going to put out episodes, but Jen's husband diagnosis changed the schedules, which is understandable. But also, they could say, hey, we were going to launch whenever it is, but this happened, so here, have a little teasers in the meantime. And then the videos of her talking, like, answering a question, and she is out somewhere random for no reason. Like, I'm having so much of a hard time with the format or lack of format. I've not even clicked on what she is saying. Anyone else having this problem? Now, when they was talking about the Salty Birches podcast, they was talking about it more here recently because they did mention it months ago. So when they mentioned it again here recently, I was thinking, okay, well, they must have a podcast episode out. I went and looked. No. It's just a few quick, and I'm literally telling you, quick videos that are not that hard to put together. Quick videos that she knows is going to make a lot of money because she already has a lot of followers. Meri is smart in that aspect. I will say that. I'll give her credit there. Meri knows she's got to follow it. And Meri knows what we're saying. Don't think she don't. She don't care. She's making a lot of money doing this, so. She doesn't want to talk about Cody. She doesn't want to talk about her dating. She's on a reality show about her life. She is so delusional. She thinks people are interested in anything else but the show. Not trying to be unkind, but she has the personality of a diarrhea sandwich. Oh my God. Y'all. Woo! Fans and viewers are coming for Meri. But, I mean, it's not really, is it coming for? Is it? Now, that's the bigger question. Or are these just people's honest thoughts, opinions, and reactions? Just like we have strong thoughts and opinions and reactions about Cody and about Robin. And to me, the irony is that Meri is the one that is charging people to give you life advice. And she's one of the most unlikable, clearly. Agreed, she said she would not be silent. There's probably a reason that we're never going to know that she agreed to about not speaking badly about him in public. And it may have more to do with Christine and her relationship or a relationship with Janelle than it does her and Cody. So do you think Janelle and Christine have something on Meri? I'm curious. I want to know what y'all are thinking about Meri. There's something about Meri. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe. If you're new here, hit that notification bell beside subscribe. Make sure it's set to all so you'll be notified whenever I upload. I love you for watching. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below.